Hello everybody, it's Des. Welcome back to my channel if you guys are new here. This is like my only decoration in the back. I really need to get a new freaking setup. New setup is in progress. I was gonna do a get ready with me while I told the story. As you can see by the title of the video, I'm gonna be telling the story of the first time I smoked.
Or wait, actually?
The first time I gardened and then the first time I got caught gardening. We're just gonna put both of these stories into the same video just so you guys can get a 2-for-1 combo, you know? I'm actually kind of scared to tell this story because I don't really talk about like gardening on here at all. Like I never bring it up, never mention it. I don't know, I feel like bringing up gardening kind of takes away from like your brandable videos and like your sponsorships and stuff. Honestly, just this one video will not hurt my channel, I'm pretty sure. I hope so. I think I'm just gonna touch up my makeup while I tell this story because I did do my makeup like a couple hours ago, so I feel like it does need a little bit of touch-ups. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, so we're gonna start off with the story of the first time that I smoked. The first time that I smoked was actually crazy. I remember like the way I was feeling when I actually like gardened for the first time. It was actually with one of my friends that I used to be really close with back in like 7th, 8th, 9th grade, but we kind of stopped being friends sophomore year. Y'all, this was my homegirl Skilly Biscuit at the time. Like this was my sister, bro. So yeah, I was really close with this one girl. She had already been smoking like earlier in the year. She was low-key kind of bad. Like she was just doing badass shit at a young age. Where the freak is my mirror? Y'all, look at this headband. This is so fucking cute. I can't wait to get ready and take pictures in it. I'm gonna wear like an all black outfit though. You already know. But yeah, so we were pretty close, but she was already into like that gardening lifestyle or whatever. So, and I just wasn't at the time. Like I remember the exact like place we smoked at, everything. We would always hang out because we both were into like sports and soccer and like fitness stuff. We kind of just had the same type of like morals, lifestyle, except for like the gardening shit. Like I was not into that until the first time that I smoked with this girl, which that was my own personal decision. I'm not blaming her or anybody for like the fact that I smoked, obviously. Yeah, so basically I was not into that lifestyle at all. Like that really just wasn't me personally up until I actually tried it for the first time. I need to do bottom mascara, but first I'm gonna just touch up like my base makeup. We're gonna use the Charlotte Tilbury. This is so dirty. She's a little crusty, but it's good. She works really swell. So now that you guys have the background information about the girl who I first gardened with, now we're gonna get into the actual story of when it happened. So this was the summer from my freshman year going into my sophomore year. I remember it so vividly because like my whole freshman year I didn't smoke. I didn't really do anything bad at all. Like I was actually a really good kid up until sophomore year. Also, I have to mention this was the summer that I broke up with my first boyfriend who was in like all my vlogs and stuff from my freshman year and 8th grade year. So like I was so heartbroken during this time. Like my heart was literally shattered. I can't even explain to you the like bitch, I was going through it tremendously, like tremendously. I feel like that's also the reason why I was even partaking in these activities in the first place, was because I was heartbroken and I didn't really know how to cope with my feelings the right way. And honestly, like it was kind of a sad breakup. Like the way we broke up was so sad. Like bitch, my heart was broken. I'm telling you right now, I would not wish that on my worst enemy. It took me like 2 weeks to get over. 2 weeks, yeah. It took me like 2 weeks to get over him, but after that, obviously, I would still think about him and this and that, but literally, like, y'all, that was the saddest breakup of my life. Like, I don't think I could ever experience another heartbreak the same way I experienced that specific one. So we broke up that summer, and I ended up linking up with my friend. We're gonna give her a name. I'm gonna call her Cleo. So I linked up with Cleo, and Cleo was already into that lifestyle, like I said. So she called up the plug, and she was like, do you want to smoke? And I was like, bitch,
I mean, fuck it, like, might as well.
like, I'm literally heartbroken right now. What else is there to do? So I was just being a badass little freshman going into sophomore kid. This powder is so good. I feel like it just blurred my pores in the middle so well. Like, what the fuck? I went over to her house. I think her parents weren't home at the time. They were like on vacation or they were somewhere out of town, so they were not coming home. Like we had the whole house to ourselves. Some guy came and he dropped off like a gardening tool, you know? Also, it wasn't a pen, it was like an actual gardening tool, like from the garden. Like it wasn't the garden juice. So basically, you guys already know what happens next. She got the lighter, she lit it up, and literally, I remember this so vividly. I remember the first time like I actually took a hit. I was going in and out of reality. It's like I was on something else, but it was just weed. Like it was literally just weed. So I don't know what the fuck. It was crazy. It was crazy. Let me tell y'all. All I can remember is I was going like in and out of reality. My friend would start talking to me and I would like faintly hear her. Like it would be so low in my ear, but then I would come back into reality and I would hear her like clear. She would sound clear and normal, but then it would go back to like this like faint, like I don't even know. I like couldn't, like I was in my mind just thinking, overthinking, and then I was out in reality and listening to what my friend was telling me. And I tell you, it felt like I was on something else. I was on another planet, y'all. I don't think I really experienced a lot of anxiety the first couple times I gardened. I don't know why, but like eventually I did start experiencing so much anxiety when it came to like gardening and stuff. But like the first couple times I just didn't feel anxious unless I was at school or something. My badass used to garden at school. Okay, now I'm just saying too much on camera. Like, I'm just doing way too much. It was just like a whole different experience for me. And I feel like another thing that made me like want to garden was because my ex would start gardening when we were freshmen. And so like when he would garden, I would get so mad at him because I would be like, why are you doing this? Like, why are you doing this with your friends? Like, do you think you're cool? Do you want to be cool? Like, what are you doing? I would look at him, like I would look down on him, like no shade, no shade. I would literally start to look down on him because he was smoking, and then I eventually started gardening myself. Like, what a hypocrite. What a fucking hypocrite. But anyways, that's neither here nor there. But honestly, it's so funny. Like, I don't know why I even did that. I feel like I wanted to prove myself that I was cool to my ex because he started gardening, so I wanted to also garden as well. But like, no, like I actually want to go back and slap myself for ever thinking like I should try to do what my ex is doing. Like, baby. It's just so cringy to look back on because I literally, like, I don't even know why I smoked for the first time, but I just did. I mean, I did keep smoking, like, socially after that. The nose contour is kind of snatched. Why lie? Why lie? But yeah, guys, like, literally everybody in high school used to garden. I swear, like, every single person would garden. It was really an epidemic in my high school. I feel like everybody had a Benjamin on them. Like, every single buddy had a Benjamin on them. Obviously not some people, but you know. Going to school in California, I feel like we're just very like, gardening is legal over here, so just a lot of people are very free with it. And like literally going to school in California, I used to see gardening tools in people's desks in 6th grade. Like, y'all, it's been like this. Like, it's not just high school and middle school. I just feel like it's so normalized in California for you to like garden, and I know that it's not like that in a lot of other places because it's either not legalized or just a lot of people don't dabble in those type of activities at all. California is just such gardening culture, so I feel like everybody in high school was doing it, so I felt like I should partake in those activities, which is not the right mindset to have. That's basically the story of the first time I smoked. It's not really that interesting, I feel like. It's just kind of like every other story of every other person who smoked for the first time. Obviously, it was a crazy experience, and looking back at it, it is crazy to think about because I haven't thought about that in so long. Okay, so now we're gonna move on to the time that I actually started smoking, and I actually got my own Benjamin and everything. Like, it was real bad, real down bad. So this was around September of 2019. I literally remember this so clear as day. I remember at the time I was dating my baby daddy, and he didn't know that I bought a Benjamin or anything. So I was just walking around the halls like so happy and giggly and jitty. Like, I was really having the time of my life for like 3 weeks until my mom caught me up. I don't know why I was even doing that at school. Like, gardening at school is not, that's not the vibe, because you should either go to school and learn or garden. You can't do both at the same time. Like, that just doesn't work. Like I said, I was kind of heartbroken about my first relationship still at that point, but I wasn't really heartbroken because I was with another person and we were really happy at that time. But I really don't know what was motivating me to garden at school and buy my own Benjamin. It was just the environment. Everybody around me was also a very big gardener and pothead, so I was just like, whatever. There was this random guy that I was friends with. I had been friends with him since like 7th, 8th grade, and he was like selling Benjamins. So you know I bought a Benjamin. Like, what do you mean? I'm gonna put on some more blush. Where did my blush go? I feel like my blush disappeared. It was really crazy though. Just the first couple times I actually did garden was, I literally felt drunk. Literally the first couple times I did it, I felt drunk out of my mind. Like, I was just crazy, talking to everybody, so happy, giggly, talking to everybody, smiling. Like, they were probably like, why is this bitch so happy? Like, we're literally at school. Like, bitch, one hit of the Benjamin had me acting a fool. I'm telling you, it had to go. It had to go. So yeah, this was around like September, October of 2019. And then I remember one random freaking morning, I woke up. My mom was on my laptop reading my messages. And y'all, she found the messages of me talking to one of my friends, or I think it was my boyfriend at the time. I don't know who it was. She seen a conversation of me talking about like the Benjamin and smoking, probably something along those lines. I don't know exactly what I said. I really don't know exactly what the message was, but she caught me the fuck up. Like, I didn't have anything to say. Like, there was nothing I could say. Like, there's no fucking way I just got caught up from my fucking laptop. don't piss me off right now. Don't piss me the fuck off. She woke me up in shambles and I had to explain myself, or at least give an attempt at explaining myself as to what those messages meant. Like, y'all, when I tell you, it was so bad from there. Like, she grounded me for like a month and a half, I think, maybe 2 months. She tried taking my phone, but I was like, girl, I literally need my phone to work, so you're gonna have to give that back. And I bought my own phone myself. Like, girl, you're gonna have to give that back, ma'am, miss ma'am. It was so awkward though. Like, I feel like my parents at that time, they thought I was like such a good kid, which I honestly was a really good kid. Besides all the other stuff, I was actually a really good kid. The fact that I was in school when I was doing YouTube videos and actually getting good grades at the same time, I was really on my shit. So I feel like when my mom found those messages, like, her whole vision or picture of me just shattered. It shattered into a million pieces because she seen now that I was hitting on the Benjamin at school. I already know she was probably so disappointed in me. I mean, I would be too. If I found out my daughter was smoking at 15, I would actually put you in rehab, actually. Actually, no, I wouldn't. What would I do? I don't know what I would do. This is hard. It's kind of hard being a parent now that I'm actually a parent. I kind of feel bad because, like, I probably shattered her little heart. Like, my daughter smoking the Benjamin at school, like, she's so bad. She grounded me after that for like a month or two. But to be honest, after that, I feel like she really didn't care that much. Like, after the whole grounding situation was over and I got my phone back and everything, she really didn't care that much, but she did drug test me like every single 2 weeks. And I remember one morning before school, she wanted to freaking drug test me. I was like, girl, I'm literally going to school, like, bro. And it wasn't like a regular drug test for like every single drug. It was just a weed test. Like, it was just a gardening test. I mean, obviously that's like the consequence of my own actions or whatever, but I hated the fact that she would just randomly drug test me in the most inconvenient times for me. Right before school is actually crazy. Like, you couldn't have did it last night or something. Okay guys, so that's the end of the story and this is my finished makeup look. I really didn't do anything crazy to my face. I just added a little bit of details. I just recently started doing bottom mascara. I do remember towards the end of the year, me and my baby daddy, we started gardening together a little bit before we broke up, which we broke up like the same month that me and my other ex broke up, but it was the year after. I was just heartbroken in the summer 2 years in a row. I think the month of June is actually cursed. I broke up with my man every single June. But yeah, like, me and him started partaking in gardening activities together towards the end of our relationship. I think he stopped gardening because he was trying to get into the army or the military or whatever. But yeah, so he stopped gardening and I continued to garden for a little bit, but then I eventually stopped. It was just getting in the way of a lot of things. My personal life, my business life, my academics. It was also making me a little bit more depressed and have a lot more anxiety than I normally did. Now gardening is just like a social activity that I do every now and then. Okay guys, thank you so much for making it to the end of this video. If you guys have any more story time requests or anything, leave it down below. A long time ago, I said I would make a lot of story times and I low-key forgot to make all of them, but we're back on track. We're back on track. Thank you guys so much for watching. I didn't make an intro. I didn't make an outro because I'm pretty sure my camera died. I love you guys so much and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.